Welcome to Uniquely Loved, a celebration of authenticity and divine inspiration. Hello, my loves. So, today I want to talk a little bit about creating change with our magic. And we can do this in so many different ways. And it can feel like it's really small, but I want to remind you small steps add up no matter what we're doing, and that includes working spells, doing rituals, sending energy to people, or even groups of people. In the spiritual communities, a lot of them will call them collective energies. And when we start to awaken to everything, the universe, um, our spirituality, the gifts that we can tap into, the energy, everything. We start to question everything, and that's completely normal. And a lot of the strife, a lot of the injustice, a lot of everything that is going wrong around the whole world becomes highlighted because our hearts start to go out. For most of us, they already did, but we would numb or try to tune it out in a way that, so we could concentrate on our life, our responsibilities, because they're important too. And when we really start to awaken, a lot of that gets us even angrier or sadder. The grief can actually feel super tangible, palpable, and it can really hurt because we can feel more or sense more or even perceive more of what people are going through. And it it triggers stuff within us to help propel our healing for all the same stuff that's happened to us throughout our lifetime. And it can feel extremely overwhelming, especially at first. It really can. So I'm doing a few things. I'm suggesting or recommending a few things that you can do, small steps to take control of your power, your will, your focus. So, when you start to get extremely angry at the injustices, and that's perfectly natural, it's human, it shows that you have a huge heart. Take a look at the ones that really, really, really make you feel in your heart, that really get to you, and figure out within you, what wounds that are coming up, because a lot of that is reflecting the hurts within us, usually at a very deep subconscious level. um, Sometimes inner child, sometimes even past life hurts. um, but those are areas that you can help, and it doesn't have to be huge grand gestures all the time, because if we do that all the time, we get burned out. We deplete our own energy. So, small steps, small vocalizations, small advocations, reaching out to people who are hindered by, whatever it is that is, being called to your heart, reaching out and supporting them in ways that resonate with you, with what you can do, with what you can offer. Um, those are huge. Energetically, spiritually, those make huge shifts and waves, within energy fields. And we may not feel it here in the physical world, unless that person comes forward and is like, hey, what you said really hit home. Thank you. Or, hey, your support means a lot. Thank you. Or, you know what? You really changed my life. And those all feel really, really good. And there's often times where we're going to do spell work or energy work, and the people who are being afflicted, they'll never know. They just know, changes are happening for the better. um, and that is emotionally fulfilling. When I first started out, I started writing letters to the universe, basically putting my intentions out there. And I would pick like a group, because I have many. I have many that, really, really hit home for me. And um, I would do letters to the universe, and I would set space where I would burn incense, light a candle, maybe have a few offerings for my My spiritual team create a little sacred space, raise my energy, and it's like, all right, I read out my intention, my letter. It's like, these are the people I want to help. Spiritual team, please help me send these feel good vibes, the positive energies, the love, the support, the comfort, serenity, whatever's needed to all of them in their highest good. um, I would take into account, of course, I don't know who they all are, and that's okay. And I don't know exactly what they need. So I would leave it up and open for their soul to just be like, okay, I need a little bit of that. I need a little bit of that. Cool, we're good. Um, so basically, I left it open ended to where their soul, their higher self, would get to choose, pick and choose whatever energies they needed for supporting them. And that would be the end of it. It would take 10, 15, 20 minutes, depending on um, the group and how much energy I felt like I needed to raise. Because oftentimes, you're working, you got adulting, you have responsibilities. It can take longer to build up the energy where you feel like you have enough to be able to send out to somebody. That's how I would practice channeling my energy and getting my intentions out there into the universe to help specific groups of people, animals, nature, what have you. And it gave me more of a sense of control where I wasn't in a position to be able to go advocate publicly or even privately or do fundraising. I wasn't, there's a lot of times where we have our needs and we have to take care of ourselves, our families as well, because we are important too. And doing little things does help in big ways. Again, we don't always see it, but it does help, and it helps with us. It because the energy that we put out, we also get back to help us heal as well, especially those wounds. Um, and I say this because there is so much going on. There always is. And the more people who awaken to their gifts, they start to actually feel um, the shared grief, the shared hurt, the shared outrage, and so much more at the goings on. And if you are not in a position to be able to help, whether it be um, politically attending rallies, doing the fundraising, going out and speaking, going out into the homeless communities and handing out food or items. If you can't do any of that, you can still do that with energy, with spell work, with your own magic and your own intentions. And it does help because it supports those people in those communities that you're trying to help. Um, and the ones that you feel called to help are part of your community anyways. They're part of your soul family, or you're linked in some way. And it could be due to past experiences, it could be past lives, or it could just be because that's a calling on your heart. And no matter what you do, it helps. Trust that. Trust in your magic. Trust in your intentions. Okay? Your intentions are huge because our intention is our focus. Our focus is how we send out the energy, or how we co-create with all of our spiritual teams. And I have many, 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 many different projects that I'm always sending energies to. Not just projects, but collective energies, groups of peoples, um, Mother Nature herself, and so much more. But one that I have picked for the month of March, because the Trevor Project has made it really easy. They started um, a challenge for getting outside 45 miles for the entire month of March, raising awareness, raising funds, um, raising mostly awareness for a good cause, and it helps get people more active. And I have recently added in exercise into my spell workings because movement is a huge way of raising energy. And I found that it actually really, really helps me. Um, so I have a treadmill, um, I have a bike, and I do go outside when the weather's good. So I am going to be walking with a goal of 45 miles over the course of the month of March. I am going to be posting on Tech Witch Layer, my Facebook page, Instagram, LinkedIn, all my socials. And not only am I posting what I'm walking, I am also raising money. And, we get every time we do any kind of fundraising, anytime we donate to a good cause that really warms our heart, it is emotionally fulfilling. And for the Trevor Project, it is also a tax write off if that's something that you're concerned about. Um, but I am also anyone who donates through my particular fundraiser, through my link, which is in the bio or the description of the episode, I am adding in little freebies. It's on a sliding scale based off of donations. So $20 will get you a free 3 card tarot or oracle reading with energy, healing, or channeling, whatever it is you need. Um, $60 will get you a free 8 card tarot or oracle reading with energy channeling. Often I combine the tarot and oracle depending on what your spiritual team wants, what they need you to know or want you to know, or based off of what it is you want to know and working with your spiritual team. Now, anything over $100, uh, I will be gifting a free soul tree portrait. It is an energetic reading. You will get the PDF report. You will also get the 8 by 10 high resolution print on premium glossy paper mailed to you no matter where you are. So you get freebies from me when you donate through my fundraiser. And this is all going to support the Trevor Project, which is the leading suicide prevention and crisis intervention organization for the LGBTQIA community, specifically focusing on the young people because they are the most at risk, unfortunately, due to bullying, due to trying to figure themselves out and finding their community. And the Trevor Project is actually helping build an awesome, safe, sacred space, a community for people to interact, support one another, figure themselves out with all the different nuances, with support, with acceptance, with love and comfort. And those are huge because anytime we're trying to figure out who we are, regardless, you know, of what labels, what communities we're a part of, every time we're trying to figure out, all of our little nuances, all of our phases, all the little different aspects of us, we need support, we need community, we need love, we need acceptance. And the Trevor Project is striving to make that happen. And you can help out just by sharing the fundraiser. You can help out by joining the 45-mile challenge and just raising awareness and using your self-care, your exercise, your getting out in nature as a way of helping support, helping show support, or solidarity or anything, because every little bit helps. And every time I walk, especially for the month of March, I'm going to be sending out the energies to support not only this project, but all of the LGBTQIA community and those still trying to figure out, if they're questioning or, am I part of that? Am I not? What am I? So I am going to be channeling the energies to support all of them in ways that are unconditionally loving and supportive. And of course, I'm leaving it open for, their higher self, their soul to be like, oh, I need a little bit of that. So nothing's getting forced on anyone. It's just, the energies are going to be there and offered, and they can partake if they so choose. And their higher self knows. They'll see the energies floating in the ethers and be like, oh yes, we're going to bring that in here. A little bit of courage, some comfort. Yes, that's awesome. And nourish them at every level. Um, Nourish us all at every level. And that is one way that I am focusing my will, my magic, my my attention and energy And you can do that too in ways that resonate with you. So if this feels like something you want to be a part of, the Facebook fundraising link will be in the description. Go join. If you can donate, donate. If not, go walk some miles. Join the Facebook group and you know show support. Share. Gain awareness. Share awareness. Whatever you feel called to do, every little bit helps. I promise you. Every little bit makes a difference. You make a difference. We together, we make a difference. We are important. Everything we do, especially when we do it with intention, is important and it helps in so many different ways. So I love you. I support you. And always remember you are accepted, you are valid, and you are loved.